There are two steps to winning without pitching. The first is to gain power through positioning, and the second is to leverage that power by pushing back on the client's problem, solutions, and procurement process. The 4 priorities of winning new business are to first win without pitching if possible. If not, then to try to derail the pitch altogether by suggesting an alternative next step. Now, that's usually a phased engagement, and sometimes it's coupled with some sort of guarantee on the first phase. If you cannot derail the pitch, the third priority is to try to gain a competitive advantage. You want the client to treat you differently than they're treating your competitors, because at worst, it's proof that they see you as meaningfully different, thereby indicating that you should proceed. And at best, pushing back actually causes them to think about you differently, almost always because you've caused them to think about their own problem differently. The fourth priority, if you can't accomplish any of the above, is to walk away and go play another game. Now, some of you I know are going to have a real hard time with this for a variety of possible reasons. Maybe you're not getting invited to too many pitches these days and you feel you can't afford to be choosy, or maybe the ownership group above you just would not stand for such heresy. Maybe you're still young and unjaded and love the drama and the late nights of the pitch. All right, continuing with my recap, our research indicates that if you do not push back and affect the buying process, your odds of winning are about 1 in 8. If you moderately affect the buying process, your odds improve to better than 1 in 2. And if you significantly affect the buying process, you will win more than 9 times out of 10. That's an astounding number. All these numbers are further supported by the research underpinning the challenger sale that says, in a complex B2B sale, the challenger salesperson, someone who endeavors to do all of these things, this person outperforms all other salesperson profiles by some distance. Now, I've painted a picture of 2 strategies, a primary strategy that you might call volume and an alternative strategy that you might call control. Even if you're employing the volume strategy, you should still be pushing back where it makes sense to do so that you can determine which opportunities make sense for you to apply the most resources against. The greater the concessions you get from the client, the bigger the bet in terms of time, money, and other resources it makes sense for you to make on that client.